First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Inside the 35. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, New England. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Lockett headed in motion. Williams going to throw on the first play. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down to keep the drive alive.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble. Give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in! DJ Moore. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And
Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. times have I felt disease. Nothing in my life is free, is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me far from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheat for me to lay. Something takes a part of me.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New England Patriots. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
First down, and it's Hill again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, fun to have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates, he said, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw, Williams. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Hill. And they whip this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 46 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. To throw, it's Williams. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller guy. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Hill. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together.
180.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making...
Oh, his first throw in his playoff matchup is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here is 3rd and 5. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Marcus Epps there on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to the Porter. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Brown is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Raven football
line.
here as we begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Hill. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
To throw is Jackson. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sam Laporta, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
What is that?
They run it again with Hill. This run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Colston Loveland, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Patriots 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Gain of 5 brings up
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. That's all the way in. Touchdown. New England. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Patriots 21.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. Nick has been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
1st down, Baltimore.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Hit 20, 5, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Jake
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
180.
Draw play for Brown. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now third down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson now. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Tolbert from 3 yards out. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. As they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Williams pass intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's to the tight end, Laporta. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the Ravens 30-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down at the 28. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Williams, a final shot before break. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He lets one go deep for Addison, and that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And some room to work. Now he's loose again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 12-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
That's good for a Patriots. First down. First and goal at the
Jackson now off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Pats are back within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 33. Again, they run with Hill. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
What is going on?
They'll go play action here with Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 29, here's second down at 5. They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense could breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Jackson. He finds Douglas complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson going to change things up a bit. On first and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14. And the Raven first down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
First down.
Motion man is Shakir. Here's Williams. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Williams looking to do it himself. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, we'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, Alpha, sit up! Sit up!
Now it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 10.
Hey, sit up! 180! Sit up!
Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. He gets it to Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.